So, you guys all remember. So this is the beginning of her new video. The aftermath. And what you're about to hear is very surprising, honestly.
Then I can't do anything about it. I just have to keep trying. If that's truly the way you feel, then I can't do anything about it. I just have to keep trying to be me. But there are a lot of people that don't feel that way about me. A lot of people tend to like me. So, I hope one day that maybe you don't feel this way. I know you're hurt right now and we're in a bad space. I get it.
I tried to say what's up, you guys, so many times.
So I can't tell whether that's a voicemail or if that was her recording Reese. Because recording a phone call with someone else without someone else's knowledge is illegal. Voicemails, obviously voicemails are recorded. So I don't know what the deal with that would be, sharing someone's voicemail. I mean, it makes great YouTube footage, Jess is she's a master at the algorithm. She really knows how to work the YouTube algorithm, and she knows how to form it into her life. So, I mean, I give mad respect to Jess. I mean, she really is a genius of her craft. Look at her eyes, man. Her eyes. I'm a little worried about Jess. Her eyes haven't been looking so good lately, but that's neither here nor there.
Times, and all I hear is him saying, "What's up, you guys?" And I was laughing about it and like, oh my God. Before I get started, I just looked in the viewfinder and realized that this is a very confusing shirt. It's my friend's merch. His name is Truth, or Sam. I've interviewed him a couple of times on the channel.
Okay, we don't care about truth. We care about your truth, Jess.
I read through some of the comments for a couple minutes, and that was about all I could handle because they're incredible and they're so sweet. Not that I didn't expect you guys to be nothing but their ride or die crew, supportive and encouraging, and it was really overwhelming to see such an outpour of love in that moment. So I'll go back through and read them when I can mentally handle it. That might seem really weird. Why wouldn't I want to read positive comments, right? It's just, I have felt so alone in this for so long, and I didn't.
I just need to take a moment, just 1 minute. This is just. Hold on.
I don't know. I just felt really alone, and I'll read them when I just want to have a good cry, because that's you guys get it. I wanted to talk in this video a little bit more about some of the things that I said in the first video. So if this video seems super random and out of the clear blue sky, it's because this is going to be part 2 of over, and I didn't really explain things. But my intention was to get the first one out of the way because it took me a long time.
Skip a little bit ahead.
The reason why I still am in possession of the Jeep is because a judge granted me an emergency order of protection.
Okay, listen. So she's about to start talking about the whole Jeep. So basically, the Jeep is in Reese's name. We've gone over this. The Jeep is in Reese's name. They were separated. The cops were called to the home. And Reese wanted his Jeep back because it was in his name. Now, Jess is making claims that she made all the payments on it, which, if that's the truth, then yeah, of course, she should be able to have the Jeep. And she now proceeds to talk about how the cops did a terrible job, etc., etc. You'll hear. We'll hear it from Jess's mouth, not mine.
For 21 days. We go back to court soon. We do go back to court soon, and that is either going to be lifted or extended. I am pushing to extend it, but for now, the Jeep that I've paid for. Every dollar, down payment, everything, every payment after, that is protected in the emergency order of protection because it would make my life harder as a single mom. And this was a long-term relationship where we shared all of the bills. So a judge did grant me that, contrary to what the cops said when they were on scene, literally fucking gaslighting me, when they were on scene being so nasty to me and saying that they don't protect cars. Yes, they do. You know that they do. But these officers, obviously.
Okay, let's stop and dissect that. So obviously we didn't see the whole video, but we saw a good chunk of the interaction with the cops. And the police seemed to be pretty nice to me. I mean, they were being very respectful. They were, they weren't being, they honestly were being nice. And she says they know that, they know that I can get my Jeep back in a civil lawsuit. Which, honestly, cops are freaking dumbasses. They very may well have not known that. And they're really just lazy. So yeah, maybe they didn't want to do it. Maybe it was out of laziness, but they very well could have just not known it. And as far as the gaslighting, I really don't see how gaslighting pertained to that situation. But let's dig in.
Obviously, we're not trained in domestic violence. They didn't care about anything else. And they were wrong. They were wrong. So if a cop comes to your house...
They were wrong. They were wrong. Jess, calm. Jess, it's gonna be okay. Oh, Jess. Just, we're at a level about right here. Let's bring it down to about right here, okay, Jess? Jess, Daddy's here. He's gonna take care of you, okay? We're gonna make it through this, okay? Okay? I am Reese now. I am Reese. Look into my eyes. Let's go.
For anything, call your lawyer immediately. Do you have a warrant? No. Great. Shut the fuck up when cops ask questions. Pot brothers at law.
A lot of anger behind that Jessica Kent. Lot of anger. I'm seeing a lot of anger, Jess. Anyways.
Great guys. I love them. This is super random, but I shouldn't have even talked to them as long as I did. I should have said, do you have a warrant to search my garage, my property for this vehicle? No. Okay, great. I'm not going to let you in without a warrant. Come back with one. Don't be rude, but know your rights. And the thing is, when I am around cops or I'm being pulled over, or even if a cop pulls up behind me, I am completely legal. Driver's license, insurance, all that stuff.
Okay, guys, this next part, she starts to get back into self-pity mode. I mean, some of these things she's about to say could be legit, but let's dig in. Come on, let's go.
Right? I have trauma surrounding law enforcement, and my ex... It's weird to say right now. He knows that. He knows that I am very uncomfortable, and I'm immediately shaking because of my past life choices. My choices led to a lot of different things, and all of the interactions that I've had with law enforcement have been really, really traumatic, except for a couple of instances here and there.
So she was just saying that incident with the cops was very traumatic. She says a lot of things, she puts it on her trauma. I have PTSD. I was in prison, jail. I have trauma from this. I have trauma from that. Which is it's valid. It's valid, but there's a common theme here of falling back to that. And let's go back to the police video and see if let's see if the police. So she said the police were nasty. She said they were gaslighting her. She said they were nasty, gaslighting her, and they were just unpleasant.
So as long as you're cool with that, he'll just grab it and
I'm not cool with that. I was on my way to get an order of protection from him.
Hold on.
I've already filed police reports with for his domestic violence, and does he have to be like on my porch? Can he sit in his truck or something? Can you please just get away from me? I know you guys are here, but like,
would you mind just going over? No problem.
Hey, the only other thing that I want to point out, the sooner that you, whatever he wants, get it out of your life, the sooner you do that, the
this is
sooner
shared
he's
mutual
gone.
property for our children. Like, he has told me a million.
Okay, I mean, I'm on her side with the whole thing. Like, I mean, she's got 2 kids, and he's trying to take the Jeep, and if all that's true, then yeah, that is messed up. She needs that car to, like, you know, get groceries, bring her kids to school, etc., etc. And even if it was his truck and she wasn't making payments on it, like, he should just let her have the truck to take care of the kids anyways. So I'm definitely team Jess for that. But as far as how the police were treating her, and she suddenly is this victim of gaslighting and, you know, nasty treatment, and I forget what other word she said, but she said, like, she basically just said this was a horrible, traumatic experience with the cops, and we'll see. Let's be the judge.
Times and emails and everything that he will never take possession of it. I've paid for every payment.
So he's shown that it's in his name.
I know it's in his
like
name.
So, like my partner was saying, though, it's best just
It's not.
get rid of it. If that's what he wants, then get rid of it. That way he doesn't have an excuse to come back.
The cops here seem very calm, and she's the one who's worked up. But, I mean, also, rightfully so. I mean, if I was about to get my car taken away, I'd be pretty worked up too. But still, no maltreatment from the police that I can see so far.
Back here, and if he does, then you can.
He's come here a million times. I have to get an order of protection today. Sorry, I'm like literally fucking shaking because he just.
Nothing's gonna stop you from getting an order of protection today.
I know, but in the order of protection, it can say like this is mutual property for our children. Can it
Well,
not?
that's not a car,
No.
and they don't protect cars. So that's a whole nother.
You're going to open a whole other can of worms of civil issues.
Then
where
we
they
can go
sue
down
you
that
or
route.
other things.
Do you have a warrant to search the property for the vehicle?
No, you said it was here, but
That's what's my point is. You're just prolonging your own problems.
Mm-hmm.
See, these cops, to me, they don't seem mean or aggressive or nasty, as she put it. They just kind of seem like dopes. Like, he's just like, well, you know, you're just going to keep prolonging the issue there, so you might not want to keep doing it, you know, and they just kind of seem like dopes. Like, this is not a traumatic experience. You know, this is not traumatic. I don't think.
Because you can get this thing out of here today, and he is on with his life. So you just don't want to do that. You don't want to move on.
Like
you fully understand that
you're gonna arrest me for
no, that
Grand
if
Theft
you
Auto?
leave here and he wants to make a bigger deal about this in civil court or whatever, you could be sued.
Mm-hmm. I would like until the end of the day to get this in front of a judge. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
So, all right, well, we'll talk to him and
We'll let him know, and then we'll end up probably having to document this. And okay.
So that day, I was able to get an order of protection, and I'm protected.
Okay. Now, let me just show you one more thing. So, and the only reason I put this is because, you know, she's a big influencer, right? She says, I know my statistics. She said that verbatim, like, I know my statistics very well. So let's just see what her statistics say, and what actually lines up. Note the dramatic music. 70% of domestic violence survivors are killed after leaving an abusive relationship. Like I said the other day, that seems like a big number. Seems a little too much. 70% of domestic violence related homicides occur upon separation. And there is a 75% increase of violence upon separation for at least 2 years. So maybe she got the words wrong, maybe she slipped them up, but that fact was not right. 70% of domestic related homicides occur upon separation. It's not 70% of the time that someone, it's not 70% of domestic violence survivors are killed after leaving a relationship, because domestic violence can be just yelling. It can be an argument. It can be, there's misdemeanor domestics, there's felony domestics, there's many different, domestic strangulation, there's many different types. And so just thought I'd throw that out there. And the aftermath. So let's dig in.
On him and need him. He wanted to assert that control. So surrendering the vehicle, I already know 10 steps ahead how that's going to be a huge problem and a hassle for me. And I know I won't. He's taken my car keys before, so I got a rental, all in the process of trying to get a house. So it was a lot to take on to also go buy a vehicle. Working on it. But in that moment, the idea of surrendering my only vehicle, when I know the laundry list of mom shit I have in my brain that I have to do, I know all the appointments.
But yes, I will agree. The fact that the police brought her abuser to the front door, yeah, that is a little messed up. And it looks like we got a caller on the audio. Hello, welcome to Luke GTV. Who am I speaking to? Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. It's David Moore. Just calling in, seeing what you're up to.
Oh, not much, man. Just doing a Jessica Kent breakdown video, man.
Yeah, what's going on with her? Did her boyfriend beat her up?
Well, it's a long story, man. Basically, he allegedly he pushed her and choked her in a hotel, and
I believe it. That dude looks like a fucking
yeah. So anyways, I gotta get going though, bro. I'm sorry. We'll go on a live tomorrow or something.
You're good, man. I'm watching your video right now, so keep me entertained.
All right, buddy. We should do a live soon though.
Yeah, anytime, bro. I would love to.
I want to hear your story, man. All right. Anyways, I thought it was someone calling
Appointments in the vet and all the stuff I have to run around and do. So now I have to spend hundreds of dollars on a rental while I look to buy another vehicle, while I go car shopping on top of everything else I have to do. So that day, the video I showed you with the cops here, it was no. It was, he can wait. No. The answer is no. He has a vehicle. No. I didn't want to talk about the car this long, but he has taken my keys before where I've had to get a rental, and it was just another bill for me, more stress, more running around, back and forth. I've had to drop off a car rental, Uber home with the kids. Like, it is just so much more complicated when you have two small kids. It's not easy. The point that I want to make here is that a narcissist will try to make sure that you are physically, emotionally drained. All he wanted to do was, one, make sure that I have to call him for rides. I depend on him in some way. I make my life more difficult because I'm running around and I'm tired, and it's just another thing to keep me from maybe filming a video. I don't know, but to keep me busy. And it's not just the car, it's a million other things. And to cost me money, to cost me time, money, and stress. And that sucks. That is not acting in the best interest of our children by trying to take away the only vehicle from.
Clean my.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm back in the chat. I'm going to read a couple comments, and we'll go from there. Fargo, I hope you don't leave, man. And I want to just let you guys know, I know these Jessica Kent videos, they're a little tacky. I really, debated doing it today. I didn't want to do it. I had to go in on it. You guys, you know I can't help myself. I have an issue. I have issues, you guys. Can you see that? Come on. Let's go. All right, let's get in the comments, should we? Come on, yeah, let's do that. All right, anywho. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of Fargo nonsense. All right. Guess Fargo's out. He's gone. Big Bates, you know what she's gone through, homie, and what she's put up with. Yeah, dude, for sure, bro. And I'm not, listen, I know I've made a lot of videos trashing Jess, or not, I wouldn't even say trashing, just kind of pointing out some flaws and some just character defects, which we all have. But I'm really just neutral on this whole thing. I'm kind of seeing Reese's side of it, because here's the thing, you guys. It's not fair to Reese for her to put out all this content about Reese, but he doesn't have a say-so. He doesn't get to defend himself. It's like when you were in school and your teacher would tell you, don't talk about someone when they're not in the room because they don't have an opportunity to defend themselves. So she's been constantly putting him on blast. I mean, I guess he was in other videos to defend himself when they were still together, but now that they're not together, but even then, it's not like it's his channel and he can control the narrative and he can tell his side of the story. Because to me, what it seems like, okay, so she's claiming that there was an incident of domestic abuse. From what I've heard, it was a one-time incident. Reese, I don't know. To me, he doesn't seem like a chronic domestic abuser. He sounds like it was a very manipulative, toxic relationship. She seems like she has anger issues herself. She's admitted she has anger issues herself. So what I think we're dealing with here is just two toxic people. I mean, and you guys got to realize, when addicts get together, you guys, we have a lot of freaking issues. I've dealt with that my whole life, so I can identify with a lot of stuff they're talking about. And for her, I don't know, to me, I'm not trying to take any validity away from the domestic abuse. That is extremely messed up. But to me, it seems like she's reaching for sympathy a bit, maybe. And it seems like it's a two-way street. And I'd love to hear Reese's side on it, because I know that it's not just Reese is just this monster. He's 100% controlling. I mean, but maybe he is. Who knows? I kind of doubt that. I really believe that it's a two-way street, you guys. And I would love to hear you guys let me know in the comments. And also, I forgot to tell you guys, there is some inside information that I have with someone who used to be close with Jessica, who worked with her personally. I cannot tell you the name of this person. She is in the sphere. She's somewhat big. She helps other people. And that, I guess, that's as much as I'm going to say. But verified, bro. Verified stuff that... So, should I talk about it now? Let me read some comments first, and I'll talk about some stuff I found out about old Jessica Kent. Okay. What up, DJ Charmstrong in the chat? Bro, don't you SH your pants when you're around cops? I know I do, and I've been clean for a while. I work around the homeless, addicted Boston version of Skid Row. I'm around cops, and I hate it. PTSD. Yeah, that's true. But the only thing I said was she kind of like leans back on that trauma thing a lot, and it's very victim-y, if that makes sense. It feels very victim, like, I don't know. Anywho, what up, guy? Let me jump on a vid. Okay, let me read some newer comments. John Wolf, your teacher said that men always get screwed when it comes between split ups with kids and money. Hey, I ain't gonna argue with you there, bro. There's 3 sides to every story, right? Right? Hey, my boy Squadcast TV. Hey, shout out Squadcast TV. Why doesn't he have a wrench yet, man? Let me jump on here and give old Squad a wrench, man. Where's good old Squad, man? Okay. Add moderator. Huh, he said my teacher said I wouldn't be what will happen? What will happen to the car? I don't know about U.S. law. Technically, it's his right. Will they have to go for a judge? It'll be a civil lawsuit. Never dated girls who used. That is smart, David. If she can prove she paid for it, the judge may give it to her. Yep. I wonder why she put it in his name, not hers. Well, she said because she had bad credit. That was why. And I'm sorry to hear that, blah, blah, blah. He's ignoring my comment about seeing him in South Minneapolis at my dude's trap. Yeah, oh yeah, I was at the Bando a few days ago, bro. Duh. She said the car, okay, it's absolutely a two-way street, and the only side that has been publicized is Jessica's thus far. Thanks, Chaotic Mess. You're a cutie. Who's Chaotic Mess? Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. No, I'm just kidding. First time being a moderator. Thank you, Luke. No problem, buddy. You deserved it, man. Damn, we got some romance happening in the chat. I dig it. I dig it. We got some cute babes in the chat. We got some strapping young gentlemen. Let's go. Let's get it. Anyways, so do you guys want to hear the juice that I got on old Jess? Not to frame it like that, but anyways, there's a friend of mine that I know through social media that at one point in time used to be very close with Jess. Jess made a video years ago bashing people on Suboxone and methadone. I guarantee probably none of you guys know about this. You guys ready to hear this? Should I keep telling the story? Should we get to the juice? Okay, let's get to the juice. So, Jess made a video basically. Okay, so Jessica, she made a video years ago saying that she thinks people on methadone and Suboxone are not sober, and that she thinks it's not right. She thinks that it's BS. She thinks, basically just slamming it, saying this, I don't agree with this, da 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 da. And meanwhile, she's an influencer trying to help people in addiction. And she's telling, probably thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that what they're doing is wrong. And another person made a video about it saying how she didn't agree with that. And, that she didn't, or no, actually, here's how the story went. So, she messaged this girl that I'm gonna read, or person that I'm gonna name anonymous, messaged Jessica saying, hey, like, I'm on, maintenance drugs. I'm on Suboxone. Like, I think that's kind of messed up. Could you please take the video down? She did that in a very respectful way. And Jessica just completely ignored her and may have even said like some snooty remark like, no, I'm not, like, what do you need? I'm Jessica Kent. I'm not going to take that video down. And so some time passes. Jess ghosts this girl, just basically stops talking to her. And so this said person makes a video on Jess saying about like how messed up it is that Jess is, you know, saying that Suboxone and methadone isn't right. So what ends up happening? Jess no longer ghosted this girl. Jess, what she did is she came back begging, oh, I'm so sorry. I was in a dark place. I didn't mean to do that. I'll take the video down right away. No problems. Da, 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 da. So she takes the video down and she begs, she goes, can you please just take the video down? I was in a really bad space in my head. Please, I'll take the video. Just please take the video down. So, because the person that posted the video, she felt kind of insulted when Jess said that. And she also felt insulted that Jess ghosted her. So, the person takes the video down. That was like kind of saying like, hey, this is messed up. That Jessica Kent is making this video, you know, bashing people on maintenance drugs. And so what does Jess do? So like I said, this was the time when Derek Lambert, CG Kid, Jessica Kent, like these are all the OG recovery YouTubers, right? So Jess goes behind this girl's back and basically tells everyone how bad of a person this girl is. Don't ever work with her. Don't do videos with her. And like did some real snaky stuff and like basically talked crap behind her back. And take in mind, these guys were friends at one point. And believe me, this is like the person I'm talking about who told me this story is like the most, she like is in recovery, very trustworthy. I want to have her on the show. She's a person who has a lot of respect in a lot of different walks of life. So she's skeptical about coming on the show, but she might do it, and that'd be great. Because we could make a whole video about just this. But it showed me, you know, because on YouTube, all the stuff we hear about her, we're only hearing what she wants to convey to you. But when you hear an actual story and you can see the character of a person, it starts to register about who someone is. So let me read through some comments. Okay. I feel bad for those kids. Not cool their dad blasting on the internet. Yeah, I feel bad for Carrie 3 said, I feel bad for those kids. It's not cool that their dad is being blasted all over the internet while he is in active addiction. No, I've never agreed with that. That is completely wrong. She is completely capitalizing off the situation. The video is monetized. She's making money off Reese's downfall. And no, that's not right at all, you know. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. But I mean, that's the thing though. When you are a YouTuber, you do, you know, you incorporate your life into your videos. So there's something to be said for that. But I don't know. There's a thin line, you know. It's hard to put a, I don't know. Don't leave any trace at home in your phones or computers. Plan third party if you need to leave. Plan it as a third party if you need. I don't know what you're talking about, chaotic mess. Plan plan at as a third party if you need to leave traces. Narcotic, when the video started, I think she walked it back years later. Dead ass. Subs saved my life. Methadone I was just high all day. 2 years on subs. I'm a master barber at a top shop in Buffalo, New York. Before I woke up dope sick every day, spending every dollar on dope. Well, good job, David. I'm happy for your success, man. I had opposite experience, David Moore. How are you all different? Hold on. Man, there's a lot of freaking comments. I am having a hard time keeping up with these comments. I think Jess is always out for Jess. What up, Dame Dashin? Feel bad for the kids, too. What's been good, bro? What was Jess's DOC? Heroin and meth, I believe. Oh, that was for someone else. Yeah, man. Hey, everybody in the chat, hit that like button, man. She made a lot of money on her ex-boyfriend's downfall. Also, how many videos she done about her daughter's dad. That poor little girl will find out about her real dad through YouTube videos. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, the thing is, like, if you're a YouTuber, you really are, and you're talking about your life, you are making money. You're making money about talking about your life. So there's something to be said. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like when it's like the father of your children, like, you know, and he doesn't have a space to defend himself. So I don't know, you guys. Sorry, you guys. I had to check something real quick. So I don't know, you guys. I thought I'd hit up on a few of those points. You know, we have the information from a source. We have what Jess says. You know, we have everything. I mean, I'm honestly at this point, you guys, it was Team Jess, Team Reese. I don't know. I think they're two very lost people. I think they're two, you know, two addicts. Addicts have a lot of mental issues usually. Like, there's a lot of abuse, like trauma from their childhood, controlling, you know, just, and I just think it's a unhealthy relationship is what it comes down to. And it seems like it's kind of like a grab for attention. It's kind of a grab for like sympathy, in my opinion. You know, some people might hate on me for that. I kind of think she's, you know, looking for sympathy. I think she's trying to, you know, she's trying to make content a little bit out of it. Like, there's a lot of aspects to it where it's like, I don't know. There's just, read some comments. Yeah, you guys. So I don't know. That's all I got to say about this, you guys. I really want to stop doing these Jessica Kent videos. I'm probably going to delete the old Ryan Leone video because it was kind of like, I don't know, it just wasn't in good taste. But I am going to be a Patreon member, and we're going to do a live and watch some of Ryan's Patreon videos, you guys. So hopefully I can do that. I should be getting a phone soon, so I want to, I'm getting a new iPhone, so I'm going to be able to make like story time videos like way more often. And now I'm monetized, so I'm like obviously more incentivized to make videos because I'm actually going to be making some money off of them. But because I don't have a lot of subscribers, it's not a lot of money, you guys. Like, YouTube, you don't make a lot of money off YouTube ads. But anyways, I just thought I should bring this up. I'm gonna cut and chop this so it's actually better and easier to watch. So I don't know, but Aaron Lund says you're exactly right. It's getting blown out of proportion. She should deal with the personal stuff one-on-one with Reese. Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely